One other big story today that we've talked about a lot, it's Andrew Cuomo, right? The disgrace that he is facing in New York City, the multiple scandals. And our first guest today made some headlines. He just announced his challenge to the scandal-ridden governor. New York Congressman Lee Zeldin, who has been one of our most prominent guests, is joining us now. Congressman, welcome back to the show. Congratulations and welcome to the race for governor.
Well, thank you. It's been an exciting day. We launched the race this morning. The feedback from across New York has been outstanding. Everybody, everywhere, all in, looking to save our state here in New York. This is the first time in my life we have one-party Democrat rule going into a governor's election out of New York City, Albany, and D.C. at the same time. And people are not happy with this status quo. They feel like it's a last stand, and they're supporting this effort out of the gate.
You know, it's interesting. I was thinking about this today after I saw your announcement. Are you running because Andrew Cuomo's got to go, or because you genuinely you want to be governor?
So first off, Andrew Cuomo's got to go. Two, though, on top of that are the liberal policies coming out of Albany that are destroying our state. We just saw it this week where they enacted the largest income tax rate in the entire country. Why are they doing that? To pay for a multi-billion-dollar fund for people illegally in our country. And we've seen these attacks on our wallets, on our safety, the cashless bail, the defund the police out of the city, our kids not yet fully back in school in many parts of the state. It's the liberal policies out of Albany where, listen, if Andrew Cuomo decided today that he was going to resign, which, by the way, he's not going to do, but if he did, we still have a huge issue with those policies. The state needs to be saved, and the rest of us all need to come together to get it done.
You know, so most people think that you'd be running against Andrew Cuomo. There's so much scandal with him, nursing homes, obviously these sexual misconducts. You know, those are all terrible things. Unfortunately, it seems like the misconduct is getting much more attention than the nursing homes. But what is your focus going to be? Is it going to be on those scandals, or is it predominantly going to be on these liberal policies that just aren't working for the state?
Both, because when you talk to New Yorkers right now about what issues are most important to them, they are emotionally, passionately talking about their own breaking point. Their own breaking point is related to, in some respects, the corruption coming out of Governor Cuomo, but it's also the cost of living for them and their families. It's crime, violence being on the rise where they live, being upset that law enforcement locally, they're not getting the support that they should be getting. But if Andrew Cuomo's name ends up on the ballot November 2022, you can bet that he is going to be hearing a lot about this deadly nursing home order and cover-up, and then saying he doesn't have time to provide the information, but he has time to write a $4 million self-congratulatory book and accept an Emmy Award. And then all of the scandals that came after that, including the testing scandal for his family at private residence, using state health department officials and then moving their samples to the front of the line at the state lab. Oh, yeah, he'll hear a lot about that, too.
Hey, Congressman, I don't have a lot of time left, but I got to ask you this question. As I kind of name dropped at the beginning of the show, Lindsay and I are down here at the mothership of Newsmax in Florida doing the show for the next couple days. And we bumped into a lot of people in the last 24 hours that say, I'm from New York, I'm moving to Florida. It was interesting because most of them are Republicans that don't like what's happening in New York City. Does that hurt you as you go forward that so many people are exiting out of New York and coming to places like Florida?
Yeah, it hurts, and that's why we're running. And people are leaving to North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, and elsewhere. They see these other states and these other governors where people have more freedoms and they pay less in taxes. Instead of having your first kid in the basement of mom and dad's house, you can have your own home. So that's why we launched this campaign this morning. ZeldinForNewYork.com is the website. Anybody watching who wants to get involved, it's much appreciated because it's a year and a half in a blue state. It's going to be uphill, but we are going to win because of everyone everywhere being all in.
All right. Well, you are our most prolific guest. We wish you the best. We hope you continue to come back as you stay on that campaign trail. Stay safe and join us again real soon.
You got it. Thank you both.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.